Hello and welcome to the CyberGamer TV studio. Myself, Tobi Kenobi, doing what no Shoutcaster has done before, and that is not sleeping with a blue chick from Star Trek. Is in fact we're going to Shoutcast at 4 times the pace. While waiting for the semi-finals of the GosuCup to come up here, we did have Druids versus sTurtle. That match has actually been played. I believe it's actually still finishing off right now. The stream is still up there, so we're going to see how far we get on the Shoutcast. But we're going to bring ourselves right into the game right now. And the reason why we're going to go at this pace is for the main reason, we don't know how long it's going to be before the semi-final. Let's see if I can get through it all in one go. So speed 4 is going to be the case. We'll run through very, very quickly here for the Sentinel lineup. CM, Invoker, Medusa, Dro Ranger, as well as ES, running themselves around in front of the Roshan pit at the moment. People pinging across the map, which is not making it any easier. VS actually, oh crap, that's going way too fast. Vengeful Spirit's going down. Nace is trying to retreat in the bottom lane. Fidget goes off as well. Winner on the chase on there, not going to get the kill. Wish Doctor there in support as well. Oh my god, this could be fun. Visage is now soloing up there on the top lane. Storm Spirit will be in the middle lane there for Scourge. If you haven't actually caught up with actually who's actually playing for what lane, check it up on the GosuGamers replays later. Windrun now having great fun. Yes, oh, comes in with a Fidget from the side. Wish Doctor actually going on down as well. Nate's on down there in the bottom lane too. VS in support is going, hell no, I do not want a piece of this one. There was 5 people in that bottom lane. Save game actually coming out as well. Thank you very much. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. 2-0. We do have Sidran as well with Shadowcoust on there. We got another ES Fish from the bottom lane. Now locking the place. CM Cone went off and he actually went down fast, and this speed can actually go at speed 4. Probably actually quite like in slow motion, but didn't actually come out. 3-0 going off. Visage once again a solo on the top lane who's being left unchecked. While the bottom lane is actually running a tri-lane. Healing Stab going off there on Nace. He was on no HP, considering he's actually the life stealer of the game. You expect him to have a little bit more life than what he actually has. Boom, boom, boom. Pun is intended. Vengeful Spirit roaring down towards that bottom lane, just forcing the Medusa back on that bottom lane as far as we can. There is no way we're catching CS scores. We will actually catch CM doing a bit of a creep pull on the bottom lane though, as now a double wave at a bit actually goes towards the bottom lane. Wish Doctor finally pops up to level 2, 3 minutes and a bit into the game. Vengeful Spirit also falling back. Look back up towards the top lane. Windrunner has actually left that bottom lane, headed up towards the top to actually enjoy time with VS. Bottom lane now pushing themselves back out again towards that tier 1 tower. Looks to actually put the pressure on, but not really. They're just moving up, they're moving back, moving up, they're moving back, and really having not much fun in the end anyway, as Wish Doctor VS now able to free farm back behind that tower. Top lane we see Familiars are on the ball. Wow, they're going to move freaking fast in the speed of light, even though they are very, very slow. Speed 4 makes them actually look like they are on crack. Moment of silence, just so you can actually catch your breath as well as me. Medusa on that bottom lane, looking to actually push him out. Not actually going to do much with Nace still free farming on the bottom lane. We see Wish Doctor actually coming a little bit further. Actually catches us out. Familiars dropping from the skies. Wish Doctor also dropping as well, as Druids losing 2 players just outside near the rune. In fact, the rune now being picked up by Crystal Maiden, sending his illusions in towards the middle, or her illusions I should say. It is actually a female with breasts. Sending her illusions in towards that middle. The real one, well, not the real one anymore, gets magic missile on that bottom lane. They're listening to the cast going, oh, the real one's coming towards the bottom lane. Oh, if I actually heard that 170 minutes ago when this game was actually probably at that point, that could have actually been real. 6-0 actually going off as we lose Pink goes on down. ES goes off again, and another great feature, locking the Wish Doctor in place. He does actually keep himself alive for a little bit longer than I expected him to, but Storm Spirit now coming in to actually help on out. He does actually die. CM actually got claimed as well. Camera will actually be getting motion sickness right now. Medusa back towards the bottom lane, farming up again. Wouldn't expect that from Medusa. Visage actually dropping down the boys as well. Looks like Coco actually dies to Quap, not to Quap. I can pronounce his name however you want. Malik, whatever it's called. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Storm Spirit's also picked up an illusion rune, and then he's popped off a meta style, but no, he actually got an illusion rune. They're in the middle lane. 7-2 is what the board is currently at. Save game coming out. Moment of silence for the save game as we're now back into it. Invoker on that mid lane. CM comes in. Great kill going off once again. Panther Spot actually getting killed on a completely different lane. It was actually our boy in pink going on down. He now respawns back out and then TPs himself back up towards that top lane. ES Fissure goes off. He actually dies up there on the top lane with the Nates, who is actually rotated from the bottom lane up towards the top lane. 8-4 now coming up. Back in towards the middle lane too. We actually see Witch Doctor going as fast as possibly can. Familiar's flying over the top, having a bit of a scout around, seeing the Witch Doctor just running himself up there, tracing those Familiars all the way up towards that top lane, and now he actually finally gets himself up there. Nace is hanging around. Vengeful Spirit is also on the run here. It's a double TP going towards that bottom lane, as Coco's already killed on Waga. The bottom tail has actually already gone down as well. Vengeful Spirit also rejoining, pushing up the daisies right around the trees next to the ancient neutrals. Now the tier 1 tag can actually go down. No, it's not. Glyph actually goes off and it dies. There's obviously a Glyph at speed 4, lasts for maybe 0.2 of a second. 12 minutes and 40 seconds into this game so far, 10-5. But try syncing up your replay with this one. Waha! I challenge you. CM drops down to Warden bottom lane, checking out that bottom rune. Visage moving in towards the mid lane too, to give a bit of support there to the Storm Spirit. For the Scourge of Scourge side, if you actually stop moving around, I can actually say whose team he's actually on. It's in fact the Druid side. Moving around the mid lane, the Storm Spirit holding up a little bit higher, up towards the Ancient Neutrals. Tries to get away the ES Fissure. VS also trying to hang up a little bit higher as well. DOTA with her shield up, wants to actually survive everything. Witchdoctor not surviving everything. Fissure actually comes up from the backside. TP goes off, now back in towards that middle lane. CM runs across that middle lane. Frost goes off, another ES Fissure going off once again. So Druid's losing another hero, making it 12-5 right now. Fissure goes across the river, almost managed to actually claim the Storm Spirit there. Even the Sunstrike came off to actually give a little bit more damage there. Of course, it has been tweaked around in the latest patch where the Sunstrike does give experience towards the Invoker, but of course this time around will not actually be the case due to the fact they're playing 6.69C and we're not into the 7.0 patches just yet. Top lane, another kill going off as we see another ES Fissure probably responsible for it as well. Too fast to actually tell. Now Invoker going on the Invis, but finally actually does die up there on the top lane. So 2 heroes down from the Sentinel side. Druid's actually claiming some lives this time. Magic Missile, Mystic Snake bouncing around, save game. Comes on now, 12-7 actually coming up now. ES Fissure now goes off once again. Farm. Going up there on the top lane. Nakes once again rotating as well. Down towards the bottom lane where we see the Blades of Attack, the Helm of Iron Will. I would expect an armlet of the Armlet of Mad Mortigan, I'm now going to call it, just because I cannot remember the end of the name off there, so we'll just call it that one anyway. As Medusa getting pulled back up there on the top lane. Storm Spirit won't have a crack, and actually Shackle shot him over the top as well. Not a double kill, 1 kill apiece. Actually coming up there with a Life Stealer, leveling up to Feast, not really going to help him. 3 heroes down for the Scourge Sword, so Druid's pushing up a little bit more daisies than normal up there on the top lane, but don't worry, heroes are biodegradable here in Dota. It's all about being friendly to the environment. Apart from when Beastmaster takes out a whole bunch of trees, at which point Greenpeace gets all up in arms. Familiars running themselves back towards that middle lane right now. Visage is the one that's actually controlling them. Nothing like a bit of macro. We'll go with both of them. Down towards the bottom lane, who is actually being pushed out, is DOTA once again, just farming up a little bit more. Ultimate Orb on top of her. Ring Basilis as well. We could look at the CS scores pretty quickly, but that would probably mean action would happen because mid lane is now being pushed. Invoker's up there on the front lines. Winona tries to go for a bit of a power shot to destroy the creep wave. Visage is there to do enough damage, especially with the Roar going off. Does intimidate the Sentinel heroes back. ES actually dying here, but we will actually lose Nakes as well. Familiar throwing from the skies. Double kill comes out for the Panda spot and make it a triple. Make it a triple. Make it a quad. Does he want to make it a quad? No, he doesn't. He's going to be completely not a noob and not actually get it off there. But the kill does go out to Panda Spot. He is moving way too fast for me to even actually know what the frack he actually is. While they're killing Roshan, bringing up very, very quickly. Panda Spot actually playing as Nakes, claiming three of the kills there. And that does go down towards the Druid side, and they will claim Roshan, as we do see Nakes up to 90 for 15 for his CS score. 422 is his stats as well. Most farmed hero on the map. Yes, he is. The nearest to him was Medusa on that bottom lane with the Ring of Health as well as Perseverance. Ultimate Orb. So obviously going for that Lincoln Sphere as fast as she possibly can. 87-10, 65-20 up there for the Turtle ZFF, and 75-17 coming up for the Storm Spirit as well, with 2 kills, 1 death, and 2 assists. Bottom lane still being pushed out right now. I hope you guys are keeping up right now and actually not having a hernia or asphyxiation, whatever you actually want to go with. Dewarding down there in the bottom lane with the trio, the 3 amigos without the Mexican hats. Moving around that middle lane is Medusa trying to hold on to the tier 1 towers. Still actually pretty impressive that all the tier 1 towers are still standing for the Sentinel side, while all tier 1 towers are down for the Scourge. So still Sentinel side trying to play a little bit more of a aggressive game. Who will actually come out on top? We don't know. We're probably going to find out. Bottom lane engage comes off once again. ES Fissure goes off. Storm Spirit managed to actually ulti out of there. And wow, another kill actually comes off here for Nate. Storm Spirit managed to actually jump out with a B-stick of HP. Invoker now being called out as well. Unstoppable here for the Panzer Spot. And now still on the chase. And they will actually get another one. He has not stopped yet. And they will actually claim at massive pace. My CPU warning actually even pops up going, you know what? You should not be able to handle this one. As pushing it on out right now. If you are trying to talk to me as well, by the way, I will not be able to see it. It's actually covering up the game, or the game is covering it up. 18-13 right now. I hope the semi-final's not live just yet, but we will actually catch up. Save game.
Tobi.
Yes?
I think the semi-finals is up. I think.
I actually see it there too.